Hey guys, Jacob Dupre here at Sweetwater. I'm sitting down with the VIVO P7 digital piano made by Dexibell. As of right now in 2018, Dexibell is very new. They've been making pianos, keyboards for about a year, and this is one of their portable Grand Series pianos. Now, it's got a lot of functions that you've probably seen in other pianos, like you can record yourself, you can practice along with a metronome. It's got a lot of sounds, pianos, electric pianos, strings and synth and things like that. You can split and layer the sound you play with, functions that you probably are familiar with. But if there was something I really wanted to impart to you that makes this piano special, is the grand piano sounds. Just those are really realistic, and there's some detail that was put into creating these instruments that I think give them another level of realism. For instance, something simple like, when you hit a note softly in the lower register of the piano, that's about the decay you would get off that note. But if you beat it really hard, you hear that string ring a little bit longer. So that's just one little thing, that's one little detail that makes it a little more realistic. Also, you may notice, and I'll turn up a little bit so you can hear it, but when I depress the pedal, you can hear that pedal noise. So I have this conversation with people a lot, like, what makes a keyboard really realistic? What makes the sound as real as possible? Well, I think it's these little things that go into it that you may not notice, but it comes out in the end result and makes it sound really realistic. The cool thing about Dexibell's pianos is this level of realism it achieves with its sounds, with its grand piano sounds particularly, is you can control all of that yourself. So the T2l Editor, which is called True to Life, which is Dexibell's name for that, is a section that allows you to really get in and detail your sound and change the details of your grand piano sound. So you can change the root sound of the piano, Vivo Grand, Pop Grand, Vivo Live, which are some of their other grand pianos, but you can also turn up and turn down hammer noise, key off noise, damper noise, string resonance, damper resonance, and you can do essentially, which is a velocity curve setting. So if you want to get a little bit more volume out of the piano without having to play so hard, you can go set that velocity curve. So for instance, the hammer noise, it's at 0 right now, but if I turn it up, so now it's about, now it's all the way up. So hear the difference. Really dramatic, right, when you turn that hammer noise up. So again, that's kind of how the other settings work with damper noise, string resonance. It's just amazing the amount of detail you can control with the grand pianos. One unique feature to the Dexibell keyboards, which many of the models have, and this one does, is called a chord enhancer. So let me show you the difference. So if I play just sort of triadic chords up here in the higher register, this is the sound that I get. But if I turn on the chord enhancer, it's going to fill out the arrangement for me. It's going to add a bass, well, first of all, it's going to add a bass note interpreting the chords that I play, and it's just going to make the arrangement sound fuller and make the keyboard sound fuller. So here's that sounds like. So that's really awesome, because to get those lower notes, to get that bass line that I would normally have to play, all I got to do is turn on the chord enhancer and it adds that extra layer to my sound. Another product Dexibell sells that's different from their keyboard, it doesn't come with the keyboard, a separate product that you can get from Sweetwater, is their sound module. And what's really awesome about that is it's basically this keyboard in this box. So you can plug in your other favorite keyboard, you have another MIDI keyboard or whatever you have, you can plug it into this, and then it's got outputs on the back, and it instantly becomes a Dexibell. So it's got their grand pianos, electrics, and their sound library that you can get from their website with expanded libraries of sounds is always growing. And you can put those sounds on here, change them out, you can make presets. Basically everything you can do with their Dexibell keyboards you have in the sound module. If you want to learn more about Dexibell's products, you can call your Sweetwater sales engineer and they'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.